guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be another best at the drugstore type videos. I love doing these videos for you guys, and you guys also love watching them. So basically, if you've never watched one of these videos of mine, it's basically where I pick a section of like a makeup category, and then I give you guys my absolute favorites from the drugstore of that category. So I've done these types of videos a million times here on my channel, and I like to kind of update them once in a while, just because, you know, if I film one of these like a year or two ago, then my favorites have kind of changed in that time span. So as I said, today we're going to be doing highlighters. I have a whole series of my favorite videos, so I'll link those down below. You guys can kind of see what the best makeup is at the drugstore in kind of every single category of makeup. But without further ado, let's get into my favorite highlighters from the drugstore. So I have them all here beside me, and we're just going to get into it. Let's start with cream highlighters, just to kind of get those out of the way, since I don't use cream highlighters as often as powder. For me, powders are just easier. They're a little more you know, convenient, really easy to use. Creams I do like more in the summer when my skin's a little more hydrated and I can just wear them kind of on bare skin. I'm gonna start with this one. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Highlighter. This is what this looks like right here, and this is really nice because it's kind of subtle, and it's a really nice like champagne pink, and it just gives a really subtle pinky glow. This, again, as I said, is really nice even on bare skin, and you can apply this over powder or over cream products as well. It just sets really nicely on the skin. So great formula on this one. Again, one of those like really nice sheen highlighters, so I really like that one. Then we have this Essence Strobing Highlighter Stick. Now Essence has a few shades in these, but I think my favorite shade is this one right here in Glow Up Your Life, shade 20. It's a really nice like light icy champagne color. You can see how bright that is right there, but there's no glitter in this. It's just a beautiful sheen. So that's what I really like about it, and they also just blend out so easily onto the skin. They don't leave, you know, they don't sit on top of the skin weird, and then after you're wearing it for a while, they do like set down really nicely. So great formula right here from Essence. Then we have this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter. Now these are so good, and they're really pigmented, and they have a really beautiful like metallic factor to them. This one is in the shade Holographic, and this has like a green and pink undertone, as you can see right there. Look how vibrant that is, and I'll just blend it out. You can see how easily that kind of blends out. It has a really beautiful sheen to it, kind of that duochrome. They do have different shades in these. They have like a really pretty gold one, a really pretty pink one, but I do like this one because it's a little bit different, and when I want like that pink look, this is usually what I'll go for. It's just like a little bit special, and it will make your makeup look a little bit different. So these are really easy to work with. Again, they blend out really nicely. You can wear them on top of powder or cream. They, you know, they don't look chunky when you put them on top of a powder, and they don't blend out weird. So I really like that about this. Really easy formula, and they look gorgeous on the skin. And a very similar formula to that would be this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glow. So this is this right here, and again, this is a liquid, but this one is less of a sheen and more glittery. So right there, and I'll just blend it out. Still really beautiful formula, and this is in the shade Daybreak, so it's like a really beautiful rose gold. This one is a little too dark for me since I'm pretty pale, but what I'll do with this one is put it under my foundation, or kind of mix it like a little drop of this with my foundation to just give my foundation that nice sheen. Even though this has a little bit more glitter in it than the other formulas, it still doesn't look chunky on the skin or anything like that. Still blends out really nicely, and it's just a really gorgeous formula for a liquid. I find liquid highlighters are sometimes hard to come across because they don't always blend out well with the rest of your makeup. They can look really pretty swatched, but then with the rest of your makeup they just don't sit well. So that's why I really love these formulas, and these are kind of the ones I stick to. Alright, so then to kind of transition from the liquids to the powders, I'm going to show you guys this one right here, and this is unlike any other formula I've tried for a highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Jelly Highlighter. This is what this looks like right here, and this, I was so shocked. I really like this formula. So this is what this looks like right here. As you can see, it is literally a jelly highlighter, which is crazy. This one is kind of more of a putty than a jelly formula, I would say, compared to like their jelly primer. That's legit like full-on jelly. This is more of like a putty, but look at the color, guys. It's such a beautiful like rose gold. Look at that right there. So gorgeous. Here, I'll put on a little bit more so you guys can really see it. Kind of has like a chrome effect to it. Look at that. So beautiful. And obviously I put on a lot on my hand, but on the face, I find this applies the best with like a wet sponge. Then you just blend it out and it looks so beautiful. The undertone of this will work on lots of different skin tones because it's not really a pink or nude, like it's kind of in between, so it'll work for a lot of people. This is really nice to layer other highlighters on top of too, and again, this does set down really nicely once you've been wearing it for a while. It doesn't stay like tacky or anything, but the color and the formula is really nice because if you're not really into a cream, but you know, you want to try something similar to it but something that's still going to set down and look like a powder later on, this might be something you're interested in, and it's kind of fun to try out a jelly product. Another new product from Wet n Wild that I've just been obsessed with lately is this loose powder right here. This is the loose highlighting powder in the shade I'm So Lit. They do have a couple shades in this one. I just got the latest one because I'm pretty pale, but as you can see, it is a loose powder, and I will say with this one, a little bit goes a very long way. I'm just going to dip my finger into it slightly and you can see how much I already got just from the cap. And I'm just going to apply it right here. Look at how metallic that is right there. So pigmented, and I love the color of this one as well because again, it's just like that icy champagne color. Again, this will work with a lot of different skin tones, and the formula is really fine. Like, even though there's glitter in here, they're so finely milled that it looks really gorgeous on the skin and it won't accentuate any texture or anything like that. I'm actually gonna take a little bit more and apply it. I'm already wearing this highlighter today, but only a little bit of it. Can see just from the brush going a little bit into the pan and even tapping it off, you really get that full-on glowy effect, which is so crazy. This is just one of the best highlighters I've tried from the drugstore. I love the formula on this, and it feels like such a luxurious formula on the skin as well. Like, it's super light and finely milled, but it really gives you that boom effect with your highlighter. So I love this Wet n Wild loose powder. Alright, let's just continue on with Wet n Wild. They just make great highlighters. So next I have these Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powders, and now these ones they've had for a while, but I just love the formula on these. They're super great. They have a lot of a variety of colors that you can choose from. So I'll just go through some of them. This is the shade Precious Pearls, which is a little too dark for me, but it's like a peachy color, as you can see right there. Really pretty. We also have Golden Flower Crown, which is one of my favorites, just because I do like gold highlighters. And that's that one right there. As you can see, really pretty gold color. I do really enjoy that one. And then we have Blossom Glow, which is a beautiful pink shade. Look at that. So gorgeous if you're looking for a pink highlighter. What I love about these is, again, there's not much glitter in them. They just look like a really nice sheen on the skin, and they do have like that metallic look to them, but they still look really natural at the same time. I don't really know how to explain it. You can really build them up. If you want a really natural look, just apply a little bit of it, whereas if you want more of a dramatic look, just build it up, and it still doesn't look like chunky or emphasize texture on the skin or anything like that. They're just a really gorgeous formula, and I even love the packaging of them. Like, it's really beautiful design. These really like feel on the skin and look on the skin like they're way more expensive than they are, and they're just a few dollars from the drugstore. So these are definitely a formula to look at if you're looking for a great highlighter. Next we have a little bit more of a natural highlighter. Now, even though I love my like super metallic dramatic highlighters that you can kind of see from outer space, I do also like more natural highlighters when I just want a more natural glowy look. These are the Essence Pure Nude highlighters. Now, I've loved these for years and years, and I keep mentioning them in these favorite videos since they're still one of my favorites. So this one right here is the original shade. It's the shade Be My Highlight, and I will show you guys. It's a really natural highlighter. Like, you can barely see it on my skin there. I'll grab a little bit more. like it's a barely there highlighter and it's hard to see in a swatch, but when you apply this to the skin, you can even kind of take this with a larger powder brush and kind of dust it all over the skin, and it will give your whole complexion that glowy look. It's really nice because there's absolutely no glitters in this. It's just a sheen, and it sits on the skin so nicely and really just makes you look like you're glowing even though it's a powder. It's really amazing. One of the best formulas I've ever tried. I've recommended this to so many friends and all of them love it. They're like, wow, it really just makes my skin look so glowy and healthy, and it's gorgeous because it's such a light formula. And I will just show you guys the second color they have here. They also have like a green highlighter. I don't own that one, but if you're looking for more of a colored highlighter, then that might be something you're interested in. But this one is in the shade Be My Space Light, and it's the same idea, but it has more of a pink tone to it. Like you can see, this is more of a neutral tone, this is more pink, so this one's really beautiful as well. This one I definitely use more as a highlighter rather than all over the skin, but it still gives you just that natural sheen look. Alright, speaking of natural highlighters, some of my favorites are still the Physicians Formula Shimmer Bricks. These are awesome because they're so nice for using for different things. Like you can use this as a highlighter if you kind of focus in this top region right here, or you can use this as a blush topper or a bronzer. You can use this on the eyes, so especially for traveling, this is great. In the summer when I do like minimal makeup, I could just take this and use it for a bunch of things. But the actual highlighter portion of it is really nice. I'll just swatch it here. It's very natural, as you can see. There's no glitters in it, but it gives a beautiful metallic sheen. It's just the one in the middle there, and it's a really nice neutral color as well. And depending on how tan I am, I can kind of go into the lighter shades or the darker shades, so you can kind of customize it. They also have an even lighter one, so if you don't like the warm nude, you can get the natural nude, and this one has a bit more of a lighter tone to it. I don't use this one as much because it does it's pretty light, but if you are into more light highlighters, this might be something you're interested in. Again, really beautiful on the skin and just give you that natural sheen glow. Alright, now we're going from super natural to super metallic. Now if you're not into the natural highlighters at all and you just want something that will look straight up metallic and super glowy, these are definitely the ones you have to look at. These are the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighters, and they're called metallic highlighters, so you know just from the name that they're going to give you that super glow. They do have a few shades in these, and they are slightly dark for me, so I do only use these in the summer when I have a tan. But the formula is like a really soft formula. They're also really beautiful on the eyes just because they are so pigmented. Like look at that. I'm just gonna swatch it. Like look at that shade right there. It's so pigmented. It's as if I just swatched like a eyeshadow. I do have a video just dedicated to these, so I can link all my dedicated videos down below for you guys to watch if you want more information on any of these products. But these are really great. I also love them on the eyes, and they also have the shade Molten Rose Gold. Now there are a lot of like pinky tone highlighters I find at the drugstore, but this is like a straight up pink highlighter, which is kind of cool if you want that. That's it down there. Like as you can see, it's a really beautiful rose gold color. Again, really pretty on the eyes as well. They also do have like a holographic one. That one I do not like at all. The formula is completely different from these ones, so I would stick to the Master Chrome rather than their holographic ones for sure. And the last highlighter I want to mention is this Milani Afterglow Strobe Light highlighter. I have this one in the shade 01. It's the lightest one, and again, this is like a beautiful champagne. That's it right there, and you can see a beautiful champagne glow. This has more of a stiff formula, but it still doesn't look chunky on the face or anything. It still has a beautiful glow to it. There is some glitter in here, but again, doesn't sit on the skin or doesn't emphasize texture or anything like that. So really great formula. If you kind of like a stiffer formula that you kind of have to work into to get more product, this might be something you like. It's not as bad as like the e.l.f. baked highlighters. Those ones you almost have to scrape with something before you could use them. So it's not like that, but it's not as soft of a formula as like these ones where you have to kind of be careful with how much you put your brush into them. So either way, great formula, and I love the color of this one as well. And this one lasts a really long time on the face as well. I have noticed that. Alright guys, so that is all the highlighters I had to share with you guys. Obviously there's a ton more highlighters at the drugstore, and there's other formulas that I do like that I've mentioned in the past, but right now these are like my top faves that if someone asked me, okay, what would you recommend, these would be the ones. And I have obviously highlighters that I use more often than others, and you guys could kind of see that through my tutorials and stuff, but that's really the ones that I've been really loving right now. So if you guys want to see more of these best at the drugstore videos, just let me know down below in the comments, as well with anything else you want to see here on my channel. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to turn on my post notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day or night whenever you're watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.